Well, hello, fellers and fellettes. How y'all doing? Where you been? You been gone a whole week? Good Lord, I hate this chair. What is with this? I'm gonna fall over again and ain't gonna be funny. Well, it probably would be. Anyway, I got the stuff ordered. It actually came in and I'm going, well, you know what? You ain't took the other side off yet. So I gotta take this side off and I'm gonna take the other one off, and I'll probably do some bash stuff because you've already seen me take the other side off, and so I'm gonna this was the hardest one, believe it or not. I thought that one back there was gonna be the hardest one, but it ain't. So I guess I just bought this thing here from Temu. Supposed to be pretty good. I don't know. It's one of them impactor wrenches, and it's made by Love Wheat. So I don't know. We'll see how it works. I'll let you know. Actually, you'll let you know because you're going to be watching the show, I hope. Anyway, so let's just get started. You want to? I do. Let's do it. All right, and before you say anything, Philip, yes, I got my gloves on. They're a different kind, hardy gloves. All right, let's get this thing on. That did good. Can't stand gloves. Can't pick nothing up. Well, hammer. Not that one. Where's the bigger? Beat on it till everything up there falls on you. You know what it is? Got any looster? Oh, yeah. It's looster. It's looster. It's a lot looster. A Timu light. What? What? Put a dent right there. Don't want to do that. They were putting up with all that noise. Yep. All right, come here. So that's the thing I was talking about. That's what's rusted. And there ain't gonna be no moving this. So that's how come that's how come I went ahead and took it off. Like I did. Alright then. Alright. Now we're going to start on the back, the rear. And let's see what we can get done with it. Yeah, I wonder if any roaches is going to fall out of this one. But we'll see. Well, I'm very impressed with this thing. It's doing a good job. Cost about, I think it's about 60 bucks on Timu. Came with 2 batteries and a whole set of sockets, and also a adapter so that I can put all kind of stuff on it. So and a case and a charger. So I'm very impressed with it. All right. Oh, this is a whole lot looser. They got a tire on it, huh? Yeah. But you know what I ain't did? I ain't put no neutral on this. Yeah. I'll do it too. But this can here might be about out. We'll see. Well, it moved because my brakes just... Yeah, look at him. Clean her up. Water in that. have to place all this. But that's alright. I got some of it. Yeah. It's alright. I got all this. Whoop, whoop. Well, I tell y'all what, I'll say I had so much fun with this, I think I will see y'all in the morning. It's starting to get pretty dark, starting to get late. So we'll tackle this. We'll do this in here. How about that? We'll work on it. Because I want to try to get my emergency brakes in too. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. We may start on the front one, but I'm anxious to get them. Let's do it in the morning. Well, good morning. I hope you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Well, anyway, I'm not. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn you around, let you look at some stuff. So this is what we're gonna do. I've already taken pictures of this down there and this up there. And before I take it all apart, because I want to know how to put it back together, right? That's the smart thing to do. I have already taken Freall, including in the back here, so that it will be easy to untake off, right? Yeah, right. All right, so let's take a look at the kit here. We got all new stuff. Even got a rubber band in there so it don't come apart. There's all the hardware that's going to come with it. There's another one of those tensioners, and I'm assuming that in this box and in this one, there's enough here for both sides. Okay, and now these are the brakes. Now, if you take a look at them very closely, do you see any difference in them? That's front brake, back brake, front brake, back brake. Any difference? Well, to see the difference, you gotta do this number. You see right here where this one ends up, you got about maybe 1.5 inches here before you. Now, the shoes are identical. It's the braking pad that is different. All right, let's take a look at this one. Look how far it is from here to here. That's about 3 inches from here to here. On this one, but it's still built the same. See, you got this little thing here and that little thing there. It's just that pad goes up further to here. Okay, so they're all the same, but you got to know the difference between the pads. One's for the front, one's for the back. I'm assuming that the shorter ones are for the back, that the larger ones are for the front. I am only assuming that, but it only makes sense. However, on the real thing, it's kind of tough to see that. It looks to me like they're both about the same length from here to here as from here to here. I don't know, maybe years ago they didn't make them different. I don't have a clue. But if that's the case, it looks like this one right here is just a tiny bit shorter than this one here. So I'm gonna go with the longest one being on the front, since it's gonna get most of the action, and the shorter one on the back. What do y'all think? Well, that's what I think. Gracie's standing there because he wants me to let him in the house, or the next person that's going in the house to let him in the house. What do you think, Gracie? Huh? What do you think? You want to go in the house? That was a dumb question. All right, come on. All right, so let's get this thing underway. I'm gonna turn this here light on so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm hoping it's gonna be all right. Let's do that. You know where we're gonna. Again. Okay, get on this. How about that? That look all right? Let's see. Yep. All right. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off. Oh, yeah, I see now why that's going to be a problem. Oh, that's going to put my leg right there in the middle of it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one off. No, the first thing we're going to do is put my glasses on so I can see what I'm taking off. That's right. And that would be this one here. Man, oh man, that sucker's on there. Yeah, I don't have one of those fancy tools. Good Lord, that thing is on there. Okay. Thank you. Just follow me down over there, so you'll get nasty and dirty, and I don't have to worry about cleaning you anymore. Okay, all right. So let's do it this way. I got new ones anyway. There we go. Now, I guess I ought to have a bucket over here with stuff I'm taking off. That would be a smart move, wouldn't it, Rick? Yep. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright, this don't look like it's going to be as easy, but we're going to give it the same hearty try. Let's go this time. With this, ooh, yeah, I believe that's going to do. Alright, that's still a good looking spring. Now, we get to take this off. Here we go. I do remember that. And then these two. Okay, alright. Now we're going to twist this thing in. There we go. Look at that. We'll put that down in there. Come over here and do the same thing. Alright. Alright, pull that off. Now, if my recollection is correct, I should be able to pull this off. Something's got me down there. Oh, it's a spring. Alright, there's a spring down there. Let's see if I can get him to unloosed. Alright. Okay. Look at that. Uh-oh. Please say, oh good. Alright, I see what we're doing. Alright, so here's what we got. Alright, this is a part of the emergency brake, which I never had on this truck. So that's how you hook it up. If you follow that, it's going to go, and it's going to go, and it's going to go, and then it's going to stop. Right there. Someone cut it loose over there, and they cut it loose over there as well. So, I certainly don't. I know that this is a part of it right here, as far, and I'm not sure where to hook it up, but we'll find that out, won't we? Yeah, all right. So anyway, what I was scared here, well, let's see, did I just see myself bleeding somewhere? No, I did not. All right, there's a bolt right there. So this will come off, and that will hook on to my new one. So we're in good shape there. All right. Okay. Well, you just do that. All right. So let's pull this out. Let's take this one off. All right, and I'm gonna leave those in there. Now the next thing we gotta do is take this hair off, and that's gonna be fun. I can either take that off or take this off. And I ain't got no goozle on that, so I may have to. Let's see. Guaranteed not to rip, ravel, rust, bust, run down your leg, or smell bad. Come here. Alright. So, I know it can't be this easy. Well, maybe it can be. It's turning on the other side. Of course it is. Of course it's turning on that side. What was I thinking? Alright, so we won't do this now. Alright, let's see if we can get this off. Don't have to worry about that. This, and this. Alright. Alright, let me change my camera up. Alright, so I got it shot down with Goozle there, and let's see what size we got here. Not sure. There it is. Alright, let's see if we can pop that loose. Of course it's got it. Okay, and if you don't know, there's a little brass and there's our copper or whatever, one there and one there, little washers. Look at that, I've even got brake fluid in there. That's pretty good. Alright, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's see if we can get this Erden off. What this size is it? I'm surprised that it's now finally. Okay, that's half inch. Go figure. Take this out, put this in. Okay. There we go. That still looks like it's pretty good. But that's alright, because we're going back with some new stuff. Alright. Okay, so it did not come with those two screws I just took out, bolts. So I get to use those over there. If I can find them. There's one. Alright. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay. And yes, they fit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna I see one problem. Anybody see a problem? Huh? Do you? Yeah, I bet you do. That one's turning. But you know what? That's okay, because we're going to change all these out anyway. Oh, I'm rhyming again. That's okay. We're going to change it anyway. We're going to put that on the top of the bottom. Let's put it on. No, let's put it on the bottom. Alright, so let's go back in with this. If we can. If we can. Can we? Can we? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Alright. I'll take that out first, eh? That is the way of a Wilson. Alright. So we'll use a metric. Okay. That ain't a problem, right? Yeah. It's not a problem, is it? No. Alright. So now it should fit in there. There we go. Have to do it that way? Yes, I do. Well, that's gonna be fun. have a choice. I have to do it this way. I don't like having to do things a certain way, but what do you do? What do you do? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? With a drunken sailor, you lie in the morning. I'm just surprised it fits it all. Okay. See, that's gonna have to be that may be a problem. It may not be. What if I did this one? Well, that would work. But I need to change that out anyway. I'm not going to do that. But I could have made it work if that was good. Look at all them pits. Not good. That's not good. That's not good. But it would have fit. It would have, could have. But it ain't. So I ain't gonna make it. All right, let's put this back in. All right, we got that going for us. With these going for us. Goes in right there. That one goes in right there. I just love this chair. Can you see the difference here? Can you? Well, here's the difference. This is like all the rest of them that I've ever done. And this one is different. So, I guess we'll come to that challenge when we get to it, right? Yeah. Okay. Because I have no idea which way that goes. Remember me saying how the stuff turns into powder? Look up in there. Thank you for dropping it. So I'll have to pick you up in the dirt. Not that I'm ever going to use you again, but you see that powder? Yeah. That's because there's aluminum plungers in there. And that aluminum turns to what you're looking at there. See? Alright. Okay, so now I have no choice. I'm going to have to take that off. I'm talking about this. I'm going to have to take this off. So, I'll see you in a minute. Alright, just to keep you abreast of what I've done. I got this off. You had to take 2 bolts out of this that came up through here. This is the piece that was hooked on right here to that. So that's what the emergency brake. So I am going to hook this back up, but I'm not going to hook the emergency brake up until I figure out how to do that. Alright, so let's do something else as far as that's concerned. Alright, so I was wondering about this, and it looks like, oh good, that's going to go right into that little thing like that. So that's not going to be a problem as far as I can tell. Alright then. Alright, fellers and fellettes, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of stuff here and the rest of it's up here. It was in the morning when I started on this one wheel, and now it's in the afternoon. I didn't see any point in dragging you guys into it, so I'm going to show you pretty much what I did and how I did it and why I did it in certain ways. If you'll notice, they gave me some upgraded stuff. Like, for instance, I know that many of you have worked on brakes before, and this is a spring that goes here, okay? So they changed it to the new style spring and little cup binder there. And I'm kind of glad they did, because I was going to try to use these again, and they weren't strong enough to keep it like it needs to be, so I replaced that. And so that's these two new spring keepers here. They had one spring, these are the old, that's the old spring there, which is a good spring, because I reused one here, because this spring was just, man, my little old tired body couldn't get it on there, so I used this spring, which was the one that came off of it, and of course I replaced the cylinder, and I replaced the two brake pads. And I'm not convinced that these brake pads are the correct ones, and the reason I say this is because I don't know if you could tell it or not, but this one's a whole lot skinnier this way. Okay, look how wide that thing is, and it's also touching back here, and it's also touching back here in the emergency brake area. So I got it upside down, so I'm not convinced. I mean, it might be all right. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm just not convinced that it's going to be working yet. But other than that, everything else went into place. It was just very, very difficult to get it into place. One thing that I did want to mention was how I got these springs on here. Man, I looked all over the internet, and I never did find a good way to do these. Things are fiercely strong, and what I ended up doing was two different things. Okay, if you'll notice, this spring is held on way down here, but this one's held on up here. If I tried to put it in this hole here, which I looked on the photograph and that was wrong. This one, however, does come in from down there. So this one was almost impossible to put on there. So anyway, unless whoever did the brakes before me, maybe they got that wrong. I don't know. That's a thought. I may take a look at some more pictures, because I may have to move that one up there. I don't know. That way I could use the two new springs. Anyway, one way I ended up doing this is by taking this off, taking these keeper springs off, and pulling this up, going ahead and sticking the spring around this. And remember, you've got another plate right here that's got to go on there first. Then what I did, this is up in the air now, and I did finally get this thing, and it's very difficult, even doing it this way, to get it on there. But I finally got it around this stud here, and then pushed down on it. And then I got a clamp that held it into place. Okay, because you will not be able to do both. I'm so glad that fell off, because that's the way my day's been going. Anyway, you hold it, you put this in here like this. Alright, you take this out, I mean it's already out, and then you go ahead and you put this one back in. so that makes your spring in, and you can put this in. It is not easy, but you can do it. Okay. This one, on the other hand, I did it differently. I put it on my screwdriver, which put it about right here, set it on here, and picked up on the screwdriver, and it popped on. This one wasn't near as hard to get on because it's not in the hole further down. Okay? Now, how did you put this spring in down here? Now, there's a good question. What I did was I got this one and squeezed the brake shut like this, which closed it up down here. Okay, which closed it up down there. I'm hoping you can see this. Okay, which closed it up down here a little bit more. Then I was able to put the spring on there. Okay, because it was pulled together. Then the fun part of putting the separator in there, that would be this one, the old one. Alright, I got a new one. Okay, so what I did was I put one side in and did it just like I did up here, and I was able to take a screwdriver and pop it into place. Okay, alright, what I just showed you, and I took the trouble of doing that, is I could not find anything on the internet that showed you how to do what I just told you. They all went like this or whatever, and it was done. Here's how you rebuild your brakes, and then all of a sudden they're done. No, that's not how you rebuild your brakes, because it's a little more involved in that. These springs are very difficult to get into place, every single one of them. So with the use of these, I was able to squeeze these things together and get them into place. Alright, so I hope that helped. And I am so glad that I took pictures, because you just remember things wrong. I was thinking that the emergency brake came in from, well, it does come in from the bottom, but I was thinking that the emergency brake was attached over here. I was wrong. It was attached way up here. And then the arm is down there. So I haven't quite figured out the emergency system yet, because it is not anything like the one that came off of here. It's an upgrade, and they did not give me the means of hooking that thing up on this side. In fact, I've just got it sitting in here right now. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is right there. Okay, and this is supposed to peel back, and this goes up under an arm in there and then lock down. Well, there's no way to lock it down. I can probably get it behind that thing, but I can't guarantee that it's going to stay there. And I got 2 of those to do, so I'm not sure about that. But anyway, I've got it in there, and right now these brakes should work just like it is, except for I got to run my lines and stuff. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it for today. I think this video is probably long enough. I don't know. I know one thing. I'm one tired puppy. But I did get this one done, and I had no idea it was going to be this hard. I figured I'd be done in 30 minutes. And then I woke up. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Today was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I got her did. At least I think I got done what I wanted to do, and that was, well, I won't do all 4 brakes, but I got one done, and that one I was worried about because it's got the emergency brake and everything else in it. Now, I'm gonna tell you what, you people like Vice Grip and Puddin' Fab Shop, and all the rest of you guys that have lifts, man, you guys are blessed. It is so difficult to work off of a 5-gallon bucket because if you'll notice, everything you're working is below you. And it's very difficult trying to work. I ended up taking that thing there and getting down on my knees a couple of times and then trying to sit down, trying this, that, and other. There's no comfortable way. If I had a lift and I was just working like this right here, that's wonderful. I could have that. But this is unbelievable. But what do you do, right? I don't know, but the main thing is we got her dead. So, listen, I know that by the time that you see this video that we're going to have a new president. At least I hope so. And I have mosquitoes and gnats flying all around me right now. Anyway, I'm hoping that everything goes okay with that, with the election. I don't know who you voted for. I know who I'm going to vote for. But there's one thing I want you to keep in mind here. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." So just remember, He's in control. Okay? God is in control. So no matter what happens, He's in control. In other words, it was God's will. Not necessarily our will, but it's God's will. Whether or not Harris won or Trump won. Pray for them. I pray for them both. Me and my wife pray for all of them. God ain't going to put somebody up in there that's going to mess us up. And remember, this life you have right now is only temporary. It's only temporary. So, it ain't going to be much longer. You ain't going to be here anyway. Well, you know, hey, I don't know. And also, remember this. What good does it do to litter? You can tell I'm tired. Anyway, don't litter. Please don't litter. It just ain't pretty. So don't litter. And don't worry. God's got your back. Alright? Don't litter. And remember this. Like Mama always said, hey, be sweet. Okay? Be sweet. Doesn't hurt to be sweet. You can be sweet. So be sweet. Alright? Alright then, y'all be sweet. See? I said it again. Hey, look here, y'all. Mr. Rick ain't here right now, and I thought I would surprise him. And I'm gonna fix his daddy's stove. Don't you think that might be a good thing to do? I think it is. Oh, and by the way, if y'all looking at my arms, I went down there and I visited. Can you see me? I visited with Puddin'. And he told me that Mr. Rick would really think it was nice and funny if I got tattoos like him. So that's where I went. I got me a bunch of tattoos like him. So maybe Mr. Rick will like me a whole lot better. You reckon? I don't know either, but I think fixing his daddy's chair might do the trick. What do you think? I think what I'm gonna do here is I got this. He never tell you I worked a lot on wood stuff, and I know how to fix things. So I got this special. Look here. I got this special little wood bit here, and I'm gonna put a hole right here. And I hope, I think my screw's gonna be too long. So I'm I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna take it off with that right there though. Hang on now. Put it in. Yep. Let's see right here what we got. Yep, that's gonna do good. I might even put 3 in there. Yep. I see. Alright, well look here, I'm gonna have to go get me some screws because these right here, they too long. That's what they are, they too long. So I'm gonna have to go get me some more screws. So look here y'all, I'll be right back. Well right then, I'm back now, and I'm gonna put me a little glue down. I'm gonna dab me some down in there, and let's see if I can get some in there. Look at that. I bet it's gonna come out now. What you bet? All right, we're gonna dab with some glue down in there. Yeah, put a lot. Yeah. And then I'm gonna take this in a stick. I'm gonna rub it around in there real good. See, right there. There. Yep, that's where it's going. Let's put some more right down there in that hole. You don't tell me I do. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. So you don't want to come out no more, huh? I'm gonna sling it all over everywhere. Did you close? Oh, it closed. Maybe that's how come it wasn't coming out, you reckon? Maybe I closed it, I don't know. I just don't know. All right then, so we're gonna get her all goozled up there. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna throw this stick right there. All right, so now we're gonna flip her over. You can't see nothing, can you? Well, it don't matter. You know what I'm gonna do. That's gonna come out the other end too, ain't it? Well, I guess that's what they make them other things for. Yep. All right. Now. Poor fellow. Alright then. Alright, we're gonna get all this old glue here off. He's gonna be so proud. Oh, daddy's going. I know. See? I got this glue all over the place. That's alright though. That's alright. It dries clear. Yeah, it does. Okay. Alright then. Look at that. We got this chair fixed. All right then, thank y'all for helping me. All right, thank you for helping me. He gonna be so happy with that. Y'all, hey, look at him. Don't tell him, all right? Don't tell him, let me tell him. All right then. All right, see y'all later. Be sweet like Rick's mama always says.